just not true. The landscape has changed, and it perhaps isn't what you think it is. But this episode, is generated from the fact that sometimes my peers, or clients, or people that I'm communicating with online have office audits going on right now, today, and that's what prompted the episode. Let me start with my story. I had an office, I think just five of us, 5-person office back in Narberth, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. Years ago, I had relocated my office from Ballackinwood to Narberth. Loved that spot, miss it. But one day, IRS just showed up unannounced and said they were here to do an entire financial audit. Now, back then, I was an SEC registered investment advisor. SEC does not regulate little investment advisors anymore, but that was different. Back then they did. And so that was one possible reason. Another possible reason was I was publishing, and this was before the explosion of the internet. The word blog and social media wasn't even invented yet, but I was publishing some articles in print magazines and then reprinting them online about how to save taxes, how to take aggressive positions, particularly in real estate and construction, which was my niche back then. And the third possibility was that Narberth is just very conveniently located just outside of Philadelphia, where the IRS does training of these types of field officers. So the reason I was audited was some combination, perhaps, of those three. I won't ever know for sure. But the point is, they came in unannounced, knocked, disturbed everything. My other associates who were working in the office found excuses not to be there. It didn't want to be there with IRS agents walking around. The IRS took over the conference room, asked for one thing after another. My assistant and I continued to feed them information for basically the next several days. I recall the most there were at any one time was 4 agents, and the least was 2. So between 2, 4 people were there I think they showed up on a Monday, and they wound up maybe late Thursday or perhaps early Friday, finish it up. So it was a 1-week thing. And the cool thing is, I'm certainly not a expert record keeper and fastidious bookkeeper. Wasn't then, and I'm not now. But we had decent records, decent substantiation, and we were able to supply them with files and folders and boxes of information. And in the end, bottom line, there were no adjustments made to my tax return for either of those 2 years. And it is IRS policy, if you're audited 2 years in a row for the same thing, they won't, and there are no adjustments. They won't do it again for a third year. And that was decades ago now, and I've not heard from the IRS on any audit issue for myself or my firm or my smaller businesses at all. So that's my story. Let me just finish it up. If IRS knocks on your door and it's unexpected, first of all, it shouldn't be. That's not normal. You would normally know about it. But if it did, you simply say that you want representation. Don't make a statement. Don't deny anything, admit anything. Don't do anything other than say you want to get professional representation before you begin the audit. Say, take the business card and call your accountant. If there's any criminal concern whatsoever, you would know if that's the case. You would want to call a lawyer, but in most cases, just call CPA. CPA knows how to handle it, and most of these things are not done. Just a knock on the door and come in. It's basically that's if they can't get your attention any other way. But normally a CPA would arrange perhaps in our office and not in your office, whatever, to make it convenient, logical, and efficient for everybody involved. So that's it for today. I'd love to hear if you have any stories to share about the state or IRS auditors visiting you at home or business. And I'm easy to reach on social media. And if you want to talk one-on-one, I'm easy to schedule a call with at taxproblems.cpa. I'll be back tomorrow with another Tax Minute.